Let's take that core stability challenge and just bump it up a notch. We're gonna do that by moving your legs around. This is gonna pull at your core while you try and hold it really stable. This is much more dynamic challenge and work for your core, which is what you want for any of your daily activities, whether it's driving in your car, getting from sitting to standing, going for a run, or taking your dog for a walk, or maybe chasing your dog. I don't know. So it's good for all of that stuff, and that's what you want. Right? A couple of things before we get started is that I want to make sure that you are safe. So always go at your own pace and take your own range, because this one is going to be a serious challenge for the pull on your trunk. So if you have any back issues, definitely go small, go slow. And if you have any separation in your abdominals, any hernias, especially in this rectus abdominis, so if you have diastasis recti, I want to make sure that you either keep your head down, or maybe you lift it up but keep it really low, and always keep one foot on the ground as you're building your strength and keeping that belly coming in. So let's look at a few alignment tips here. You always want to find that sort of balance and that neutral position of your pelvis. So you imagine that cup of coffee between your navel, your pubic bone, and your two hip bones, balance there, which feels that my sacrum is really wide and heavy on the mat. I do have a little lift in my lumbar curve. My ribs are as heavy as I can get them. My neck has a little lift, and then my skull is on the ground. As we lift the head up, this is completely optional, and if you want to keep your head down, sometimes it's nice to help the ribs stay down by giving a little pillow or cushion for your head. So you could put some books underneath your head or a pillow and just let it rest there. I'm going to be lifting my head up as we do this, so we're going to slide the front ribs down towards the pelvis without the pubic bone yanking up, right? So we're just going to come up to there, keep that level, and then what we're going to do is find that releasing of the hip crease as we lift the leg up. We're going to, maybe this is what you do and you lower down and then you lift the other leg up. But if you want that extra challenge, you float both legs up, supporting the head and the hands, keeping the rib cage stable, and we're going to tap one toes down and up and down and up. We're going to do that a few times, and then we're going to see if we can do both toes down and up. All right, so let's get ready. Kind of wiggle around, do all of your adjusting, find your length and your stability, your center. If you're lifting your head, take your hands behind your skull, bring the elbows into your periphery, and then lift up by sinking the back ribs down as the front ribs slide to the pelvis. You're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, just test the waters, watching this balance of that quadrant, floating one leg up. The quadrant is your ribs to your pelvis, right? So keeping those 4 points stable and square. Cup of coffee does not need to burn you. Float the other leg up when you're ready. Maybe you're just doing one leg at a time. Please keep one foot on the ground if that's safer for you. You're going to inhale, drop the toes down, breathing into the backs and side of your body. Exhale, sink the belly and the abdomen in like you're hugging it in, and lift the leg up. Breathe in as you lower. Exhale as you lift. We can always reverse the breath, but I'm just picking one today. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Releasing the crease. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just try it for once, trying the opposite. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to float up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to float up. Just notice what feels better for you. Then we're going to take both legs together. You could even squeeze the legs together if you wanted to, but I still want to keep that release of the crease. Keep the ribs stable as you start to take the toes. Notice I didn't bend my knees and drop my toes this way. I'm still trying to keep that tabletop. As I tip my toes down to the ground, that's about as far as I can go before this happens in my back, before my back overly arches. I'm going to keep that stable, drop my toes, release the crease to bring my legs back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. A lot of lower abdominal work here. Inhale down. Exhale up. Try the breath the other way. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hug the knees into the chest. Relax. Release. Relax your shoulders. Mine got a little tense from holding my head up that long. So another reason to keep your head down. Do a little knee sway and come up to sitting. How great does that feel to feel that core work, that core stability now that you're in this vertical axis? And that's what you want that for. You want to lay down on the ground, get that little pull, that dynamic challenge in your core so that when you're upright, you've got it there for you. I'd love to hear from you as you're doing this. Are you feeling really wobbly? Or you feel like you're starting to get a sense of that stability? Remember to always go in your own range and at your own pace. And you have episodes 29 and 30 to go back to build up to this strength, right? You don't have to jump right into this exercise. Let me know what you're discovering in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, keep moving.